Back now at 7:42. This morning on Today Investigates, an eye-opener on a potential fire hazard that's almost certainly in your home. Today, national correspondent Amy Robach is here with details. Good morning to you, Amy.
Good morning, Meredith. We're talking about lighters and matches, and every year thousands of fires are accidentally started by children playing with them. Most of us think that telling our kids not to touch them is enough, but is it? We set up a hidden camera experiment to find out.
We began our experiment here at the Little Angels Daycare in Throgs Neck, New York. Our subjects, this adorable group of 3, 4, and 5-year-olds.
These are lighters. Has anyone seen one of this?
First, we had Mary Kay Oppie, president of the Home Safety Council, talk to our kids about the dangers of playing with lighters and matches. Studies show kids as young as 2 can figure out how to work them.
Matches and lighters are tools for grown-ups. They're things grown-ups use, but never kids.
We told our tots, lighters and matches can burn you, and you should never, ever touch them.
Would it be okay for you guys to touch? No.
But will the message stick? Oppie says it's perfectly normal for young kids to be curious about fire.
They see mom lighting the birthday cake. This is a pretty wonderful thing. That match or that lighter is really intriguing. They're going to want to get their hands on it.
But every year, this kind of innocent play causes nearly 15,000 fires and devastating injuries.
I realized that I was burning.
Jack Sample was just 8 years old when his curiosity cost him dearly. He was eating dinner when impulsively he stuck his drinking straw into a candle on the table.
It sparked up and I got scared, so I dropped it on my shirt.
Immediately, his shirt went up in flames. Jack suffered 3rd-degree burns on his neck, chest, and arms. After 17 skin surgeries, he still lives with terrible scars. His mom says before the accident, she never thought to warn her son about this danger.
I had no idea that something as benign as a candle burning on the table would be a draw for him.
So how big a draw would fire be for our kids?
I know you're going to know what to do if you see matches and lighters.
The day after our talk, we came back to their playroom and left behind several lighters and matches. All had been disabled so they couldn't produce flames. Then, with hidden cameras rolling, and Oppie, the daycare owner, and I secretly watching from the next room, we let the kids in.
Oh my God!
Immediately, they found our lighters. Some did follow our expert's warning.
Oh, no, just put that down. No. What did she tell you?
But watch these other kids. This curious boy grabs our torch and playfully waves it around as if it's a toy sword. And look at this 3-year-old. He has no fear about picking up our lighters, one in each fist, and showing them to his friends. Later, he lines them up on this shelf to play with, then stashes them in his cubby like prizes to take home.
I want to say to all the parents watching this is normal behavior.
But remember, just the day before, we'd warned these kids. Lighters and matches can burn them.
Have you ever heard the expression, do as I say, not as I do? It doesn't work. They see you doing it. You're not getting hurt. Why should they think they would get hurt?
Now watch this curious tyke grab our torch and with finger on the trigger, try to light it over and over again. Oppie says it's age-appropriate behavior that too often turns deadly.
So if a child was able to get a flame out of that lighter, how quickly could something go wrong?
Within 3 minutes, that whole room could be engulfed.
Oh my God!
Our video was an eye-opener for the kids' parents.
They're lighters. You wouldn't expect a child to be playing with a lighter. They're attractive though. You have colors.
I never thought I needed to have that conversation with him at this age.
So you've never had a discussion with him, never touch a lighter, never touch...
No, I haven't.
Will you now?
Now I will, yeah.
But as our experiment showed, words don't always work. Oppie says if you have kids under 10, keep your fire tools out of reach and locked up.
You really need to make sure that kids don't have the opportunity to touch a match or a lighter because they're going to try. After our experiment, we again told our kids to never ever touch lighters and matches, and we gave their parents child safety locks to use at home. And experts say when using fire tools, make it a teachable moment for your kids and remind them that they are adult tools which can hurt you. And if you have kids under 10, keep all matches and lighters out of reach, Meredith. It's just too tempting for kids.
It's so interesting in your experiment. The boys were clearly interested. The girls were scolding them not to touch it, that it was dangerous. Is that typical?
It is typical. Experts say boys tend to be more interested in these types of tools than girls, but they say this is the important thing. You can't just toss it off like, oh, boys will be boys. It's a part of growing up. I like to experiment with matches as well. This can be a serious problem. So if your child is threatening to set fires or you see him or her set fires, you need to contact your local fire department or maybe even a social worker.
And if a lighter says child resistant, that is not the same as child proof. Amy, thank you so much.